Hello children, this video class is an initiative of Shiv Jyoti Educational Group. I am Shravya Vyas and I gladly welcome you all to my social science class. Now let's start with the revision of chapter 4, Our Country India. The points to remember in this chapter are the Himalayan mountain ranges, the northern plains, the Thar desert, the Deccan Plateau and the Ghats and the islands. Okay. For this, I want you to open your textbook page number 19. Please open your text page number 19. We will start with the chapter Our Country India. Our Country India. As you know, discussed in the previous chapter, India is part of Asia and in terms of area, it is the 7th largest country in the world. India is the 7th largest country in the world and in terms of population, India is the 2nd most populated country. 2nd most populated country in the world. Okay. So, India is part of Asia and in terms of area it is the 7th largest country in the world and in terms of population India is the 2nd most populated country in the world. So, as we know, our country is not the same everywhere. You find different types of lands in different parts of our country. So, based on these landforms, like in certain places you will find there are mountains in certain places, you find plains in certain places, you can find plateaus, you can find islands, you can find deserts. So, based on these different landforms, our country is classified into the Himalayan mountain ranges. Okay. First, because where there are plenty of mountains, it is the Himalayan mountain ranges. Then it is classified into the northern plains, then the Thar desert, the Deccan Plateau and the Ghats and finally the islands. Okay. We shall now start with the Himalayan mountain ranges. So, before we start with Himalayan mountain ranges, please open your textbook page 19 and there I wanted to underline the definition of mountains and ranges. Okay. So, what is a mountain? Mountains are portions of the earth that rise steeply from the surrounding area. So, surrounding area से जो area जो steeply rise करते हैं, it is called a mountains and a chain of mountains. Okay, a chain of mountains is called a range. So, mountains are portions of the earth that rise steeply from the surrounding area and a chain of mountains or a line of mountains is called a range. So, I want you to open your textbook page 19. Okay, there you have a physical map of India and if you notice the area shaded in dark brown is your Himalayas. Okay. So, from where does the Himalayas start? It extends from Kashmir in the north to Arunachal Pradesh in the northeast. Okay. So, what are the special features of the Himalayas? Mount Everest which is the highest mountain peak in the world is located in the Himalayas. Okay, and the high peaks in the Himalayan mountain range, they are covered with snow throughout the year and rivers like Yamuna, Ganga and Brahmaputra they all start from these Himalayan mountain ranges, okay, and these rivers, they are fed by they are snow fed, that is they are snow fed, that is they are fed by the melting snow of these mountains, and because of that they are filled with water throughout the year. Now let us come to the northern plains. Again I want you to come to page number 19. So what are plains? Plains are vast expanses of flat land, okay. Just below the Himalayas you have an area of plains called northern plains. You can look at the map and it's written northern plains here, okay. So the speciality of this area is because of the rivers like Yamuna and Ganga, this place is very fertile and it is very suitable for cultivation, and because of that this area is thickly populated because of the crops that flourish very well in these areas due to the rivers that are snow fed from these mountains. And what kind of climate do you find here? The climate here is very hot in summer and cold in winter. Now let us come to the next part, that is the Thar desert. Again I want you to come to page number 19 physical map. As you go to the northwest region here, you find the Thar desert, that is you will find miles and miles of dry land covered with sand, and this is called the Thar desert, which is located in Rajasthan. What are the features here? Thar desert. Okay, it is very hot and dry here. The whole area is covered by sand. Third, very less rainfall. Fourth, very less vegetation. And fifth is scarcely populated. This area is scarcely populated. Because this area is hot and dry, the weather is extreme here. It's either very hot or it is cold. That is, in summer it is very hot here, it is very hot and dry, and in winters it is cold. This whole area is covered by sand. You have very less rainfall, and because of very less rainfall you don't have much plants there. That is why there is very less vegetation, and because there is very less vegetation, life here is very difficult, because of which the population is also very less. And here camel is used for transport, and hence camel is called the ship of the desert. So this concludes our Thar desert. Let us now proceed to the Deccan Plateau. Let us now proceed to Deccan Plateau and the Ghats. If you actually notice again in page number 19, the southern part of India, okay, if you actually notice this map, the southern part of India is a peninsula, that is, it is covered on three sides by water. So what are they? To the east you have Bay of Bengal, to the south you have Indian Ocean, and to the west you have Arabian Sea. So this is your Deccan Plateau, and towards the right side you have the Eastern Ghats, and towards the left side of the Deccan Plateau, that is towards the western side of the Deccan Plateau, you have the Western Ghats, and similarly you have the eastern coastal plains towards the east of Deccan Plateau and western coastal plains towards the west of Deccan Plateau. Now let us come to the islands. Islands are a land covered on all sides by water. Okay. So, in the Arabian Sea, there are groups of islands called Lakshadweep Islands, and in the Bay of Bengal there are groups of islands called Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and these two groups of islands, they are part of our country. So, this concludes this chapter. We shall proceed to the bookwork and copy work. Let us start with bookwork. I want you to open page 24 of your textbook. Open page 24 and let us come to exercise A. Write T for true and F for false sentences. Question 1. India is the third most populated country in the world. It is false. What is the truth here? India is the second most populated country in the world. Second question. The Himalayas is the highest mountain range in the world. True. Question 3. It is very cold at night in a desert. True. Question 4. All rivers in India get water from melting snow in the mountains. It is not true because you have two types of rivers here. One is snow fed and the other is rain fed. So, you not only get water from melting snow, you also get water from rain. Question 5. The rivers make the Gangetic plain very fertile. True. Question 6. It is neither too hot nor too cold in the Deccan Plateau. Now, let us come to page number 25. Open your textbook, page number 25, and let us start with multiple choice question. The dash lies to the south of India. Which ocean lies to the south of India? Indian Ocean lies to the south of India. Question 2. Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie in the which side? It lies in the Bay of Bengal, that is to the right side or to the east of Indian Peninsula. Question 3. India is the dash largest country in the world. In terms of area, India is the 7th largest country in the world. Question 4. The Himalayas lie to the dash of India. The Himalayas lie to the north of India. Question 5. The rivers Ganga and Brahmaputra start from the Himalayas. Now, let us start with copy work. We will start with definition of fertile and desert. Question 1. Fertile. Land in which plants grow well. Question 2. Desert. Large area of land covered with sand. Now, answer the following. Question 1. Name any 3 rivers of India. The 3 rivers of India are the Ganga, the Yamuna and the Kaveri. Question 2. Name any 2 groups of islands which are part of India. So, they are Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal, that is to this side, and Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea, that comes to the west side. Question 3. Why are the northern plains thickly populated? The northern plains are thickly populated because these plains are very fertile and suitable for agriculture. Now, let us go to the 4th question. Question 4. In which part of India do you live? We live in Rajasthan, which lies in the northwestern part of India. So, this concludes with our chapter. I hope you all study well, and thank you all for watching this video.